Why are you holding on to this one gun?
Yeah.
What is it about this one gun?
The AR-15. The automatic rifle that killed a bunch of children who were just going to school. That gun.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Vessels TV. How y'all doing tonight? I'm tired. Look at me. But even though I'm tired, I'm too blessed to be stressed. No matter what's going on, no matter how tired I am, I'm working a lot. I'm working hard. Been doing a lot of content and all that. But, you know, too blessed to be stressed. I'm not going to stress about it. So I want y'all to make sure you like, share, and subscribe so it can give me something to wake up. It'll wake me up when you like, share, and subscribe. And if you hit my Etsy shop, I'll leave the link in the description. Have shirts flying around my head and all that good stuff. But we're gonna get into this video. We're gonna do this a quick one. Today we got a video of some of the ladies on The View interviewed the New Hampshire governor, I believe, and they were talking about, of course, a lot of people are on this banning the AR-15 style rifles and all that stuff. So they were on there, and of course they said a whole bunch of stuff that make no sense. And they just talking out of stuff that they heard. They're just regurgitating information and all inciting a panic in people and, you know, going overboard and not understanding the facts and reading statistics and things that actually are factual and make sense. All right. And we're going to go and we're going to dissect this. So let's get into it. Here we go.
I want to ask you this because I think it's really important. In the last 145 days, we've had 241 mass shootings in this country. And as governor...
Hold up. A little context on mass shootings. Mass shootings aren't just when an individual goes into a school and shoots up a school. It's not just when an individual goes into like a sporting event or a mall or a church and shoots up the place. A mass shooting is where there's 4 or more people or something like that. The exact numbers, I believe, is 4 or more people. So things like gang violence could constitute as a mass shooting if there's, you know, a group of people and a guy runs up on them and starts shooting at them, or they're shooting at each other and stuff. Those kinds of things also make up the majority of mass shootings. Mass shootings, like in schools and stuff like that, are a very, very, very small percentage. That is very important to know.
You've loosened gun laws in your state, and you hold an A rating for the NRA. You told a friend of our show, Jen Psaki, recently. Well,
I mean, I have to interject a lot, but we're gonna try to get through this quick. An A rating with the NRA is because, you know, he has a safe state. Like they I think they even going to say it, that he has a safe state. That doesn't mean anything. Whether they think he's taking money from the NRA or something.
There's no law you're going to pass that's going to stop mass shootings. There's no law you're going to pass that's just going to magically stop gun violence. However, there was a law
that was
passed, and that law was passed in 1997. It was a federal assault weapons ban, and it cut it, 1994 rather, and it cut gun violence by 70%. And the minute it was reinstated, mass shootings, and the minute it was reinstated, they went up. Why not put...
That is not actually factual information. I have from the Associated Press, there's an article, it reads that they was, you know, it was talking about when at that time, I think Bill Clinton wrote about how, said this basically the same thing she just said. But one of the most cited studies on the effectiveness of the ban was done in 2004. That federally funded report by the National Institute of Justice at the Department of Justice found that the number of gun crimes involving automatic weapons dropped by 17% in the 6 cities involved in the study during the ban. And that's automatic weapons. The report pointed out to a reduction in the use of assault pistols, but noted that there had not been a clear decline in the use of assault rifles. recent stories from ABC News. Ultimately, the report claimed that it was premature to make any decisive conclusions. So maybe assault weapons. I mean, reduction in assault pistols and automatic weapons and stuff like that. But the ARs that they're all on top of and saying, "Oh, they're so terrible. They killing all these children and stuff in schools." Yeah, that didn't go down clear enough to make a distinction. Whether it was effective at all during that ban. So she's just pulling that out because she thinks she has a smoking gun there, but she had nothing. So let's get rid of that. And let's continue.
Put that law back in
No.
place.
So, look, understand.
Of course they're going to clap.
We did not have the mass shootings in the early 90s that we have today. It
Exactly.
is exponentially worse, right?
Yeah.
So if your argument, if the argument is
Because
if we
there's
just
no
have
ban.
more gun bans and more gun laws, Chicago would be the safest place in the country.
But the problem
because they have
with
the
that-
most restricted laws.
But the problem with that argument is that
What's the stutter?
The guns that are used
She's
in Chicago
stuttering.
are coming from states that have looser gun laws.
So look,
And they clap for that too.
so if your argument is
I've
we
lived-
should,
He's
pass
gonna
something
shut it down right here.
federally. I remind you, the Democrats had the House, the Senate, and the presidency for 2 years. They did nothing.
They made a
Guys,
mistake.
they did nothing.
They
That
did
was
nothing because they couldn't do anything. Check out this graphic here. Strictest gun laws. States with the strictest gun laws. Let's look at that list. Look at the bottom. I'm not going to sit and read the whole thing. But California, Illinois, Maryland, and New York. And we'll even throw Massachusetts in there because Boston is. They're in the top 10 states with the strictest gun laws. And those are some of the most actively violent places with guns. There's so much gun crime, especially Illinois because of Chicago. So if they have the similar, they're in the top. Illinois is in the top 5 of the strictest gun laws, but yet Chicago is like the biggest war zone on earth right now. So all these strict gun laws are not going to stop people. You can ban every gun in the world. You can take them away. They're going to find a way to get it, and they're going to find a way to kill because that's what they're trying. That's their motive. That's what they do. Obviously, they got the strictest gun laws, but yet there's murders and shootings like crazy amount every week. Like it's crazy over there in some of these places, especially in Chicago. So she's like, they talking. They have an agenda, all right, and they need to stop. And because there are people who need to protect their homes, protect their families, and you're going to start banning one gun, you're going to start banning a whole bunch of other guns. I said it 1,000 times. They gotta stop this. But yeah, that right there, that graphic right there tells a big story.
They know, guys, I have the safest state in the country. You can talk about the validity, the merits of a law are based on the results it gets. I have the safest state in the country. So why are we having the mass shootings? It's not because people have access to guns. It's because we're not dealing with mental health. We don't provide access for mental health with kids. When people are in crisis, they have nowhere to turn. They
Yep.
resort to violence. We don't do the right things in terms of locking down our schools and protecting.
Yep, it's the people.
Why are you holding on to this one gun?
It's not the one gun. It's not just the one gun. It's about the right to own it. It's about the right to have it. Once you take away people's rights to own one gun, you're going to take away people's rights to own another gun because you're going to find that, okay, now they're going to be killing with this gun. So we got to take away this gun. You're not getting to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is the people and the mental health issues and the things that are not being taken care of. They're not even being considered as the problem, and they are the problem. They're the main problem. All right, so they need to do that. So that's why we holding on to this gun, is because we don't want you to take away our rights because you refuse to recognize that there's a lot of mental health issues in this country because you have agendas with that, and you don't want to openly tell us that you acknowledge it. So you're doing nothing about it. All right, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. We're gonna go back to that. Let's look at this. He said he has the safest state. Look at the number of homicides. He's ranked number 1, only 20. I don't know what year this statistic is from, but this was the latest graphic I can get. He's ranked number 1 his state, New Hampshire, is ranked number 1. So they have the least amount of homicides. The crime rate is number 23, but crimes are a whole bunch of different crimes, so we don't look at that one. But we're gonna look at the homicide rate. It's number 1. All right, only 1.5 per 100K people. All right, ranked number 1. That means there's the lowest amount of homicides. All right, gun death rate is number 9. All right, 8.9 per 100K, and that doesn't say that they're all AR-15s either. Maybe could none of them be AR-15s? You never know. But yeah, he does have the safest state. But I want to look back at this strictest gun laws one. Let's see, New Hampshire. I'm looking for New Hampshire. Do you see New Hampshire in that list? No, I don't see it either. So that means he doesn't have the strictest gun laws. He's not in the top 8. He could be number 9, maybe, but he's behind New York, Massachusetts, Maryland, Illinois, New Jersey, California. He's behind all those states where there's a lot of gang activity and a lot of gun violence and stuff, but yet he has the safest state. So his gun laws aren't as strict, but he has the safest state. It's the people. Just remember, it's the people. It's the culture. It's the mental health issues that they're not talking about and they're not dealing with, and that stuff needs to get dealt with.
The automatic rifle, they killed a bunch of children who were just going to school. That gun.
If you say, well, we're just going to ban, if it was that easy, the Democrats would have done it. They didn't do it because they know it's not.
Let's forget about the Democrats right now. What are you going to do?
No, I'm not banning any guns. I'm going to provide access to mental health. We're going to get at the core of the issue, which is what spurs a lot of the violence.
Exactly.
Stop.
Look at they're booing that. They're booing that because you know what? People want to hold on to this Bologna.
No booing.
No Republican will ever come back here if you're going to boo.
We need to talk to people to find out what they're thinking and are they thinking in the right way. He's not going to be perfect. None of them are. But
none of them are.
Give people the opportunity to say what's going on.
Listen, look at how she speaks about him. They're not perfect. None of them are. Like they're different, like species of like a whole different thing of human beings. Like none of them are. Like Republicans, none of them are. Like the fact remains that mental health is the biggest problem in this country with a lot of things, and murder rate and gun violence and all of that are one of the big ones. And they need to address those mental health issues before they can even think about anything else, because guns don't kill people. People kill people. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm a gun advocate. I'm a pro Second Amendment. You can get this on my Etsy shop. I'll leave the link in the description down here. This lovely, wonderful shirt, America and stars and stripes and stuff all on this. Yeah, guns don't kill people. People kill people. So you got to deal with the people who are killing people, and you can't focus on the guns. I said guns a lot, so YouTube, please do not demonetize this, because once I get to monetization, I would love to be monetized. All right, but let me know what you think about this topic, man, because they keep trying to find different ways to ban the AR-15 style rifles and stuff, and I want to get one. I haven't gotten one yet, but that's on my list to do. But really, like she said, the gun that shoots up innocent people, kills innocent children while they're just trying to go to school. The gun didn't do it; a person did it, and it takes a really mentally deranged person, somebody who really needs mental help, to do something like that. All right, so they need to get to that root of that problem. All right, we're gonna hit you with a scripture, and then we're gonna get out of here. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 17 in the King James Version. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. I am asking for the ladies from The View to speak truth and stop with this false rhetoric that they are spewing out there on their show. They're influencing a lot of people, obviously the audience and the people who watch it, and you're influencing people in the wrong way in many, many different things. And, guns is a big one, because the Second Amendment is there for a purpose. It's there so that you have the right to protect yourself, not just from people who are trying to invade your home, trying to harm your family, trying to harm you, It's for in case, you know, the crazy, you know, chance that the government decides that they want to take over and they want to come into your homes and try to, you know, take you out or put you under some crazy control like you see in those movies. We are able to protect ourselves from that. All right. That's what the Second Amendment is about. If you don't know the Second Amendment, you need to go read it up. You need to go get more informed. And y'all make sure you like, share, subscribe to this video. Leave a comment, you know, do all that good stuff. Share it out. Let's get this conversation going. I want to hear what you feel. I want to hear how you feel about this topic. I'm really tired. I'm getting like my eyes are like I'm ready to go to sleep. I got to work in the morning. I'll see you guys on the next video. This is Vessels TV. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out.